Okay, we're back at Disco Elysium. If you're watching the video straight end after end, then probably haven't been gone very long. But for me, it's been a little while. A day. And, what's next? Let's have a look in the journal. Oh, that's my bag. Bonuses. Well, I want to get in that trash container, right? And this looks like the gardener. I didn't talk to her before. Let's have a chat.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Sure. I'm done with it.
That was easy. I got some pneumonia.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Snow has nutrients, okay.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Oh, I got visual calculus option. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Traffic
That's
jam.
right. And the canal,
Lots
the
of trucks here.
bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for
No, of course not.
Are you keeping an eye on me?
I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
talking
you
to him.
shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
Tsuragi. Forgot you're here, buddy.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
I gotta ask about this.
Excuse me?
The street sign says "fuck the police."
Oh, well, I didn't write it there.
What about the
I'm
other
just
sign?
sitting here.
Pigs go home.
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Gloves. Well, I'll see if Dart's there for the key. Should still be there. You ran into you.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Can I help you?
Yes.
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
No, there's
It is
nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
I know why, because he's not a bartender, he's a cafeteria manager.
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
This fucking wanker.
I'm glad we...
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
He does not want to tell it me.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
Motherfucker.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for
Obviously.
clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Wanker.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Yeah. Ask him, Kitsuragi.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what the
Prod
feeling
at him
is.
and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific
I know I just said
communism,
9, but it says
Mazovian
11.
thought, or Mazovianism. He killed himself.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container? We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Oh, okay. We need those
What
keys.
for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Yes.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I got the key.
What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. You're not. You're
Maybe
a
I am a
menace.
cook.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. Yes, not the whole
Oh,
damn
you're
union, thank
reserved.
God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
I haven't paid him yet.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We
then?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Good one, Kitsuragi.
There are these things called days.
Days.
You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept.
Ah.
Just making clear you got that.
Thanks, Logic.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Yeah.
God.
I talked to Sylvie. Yeah.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock herself. Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
It is It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
What? What does that mean, cock carousel?
I wish I could stop talking. Drill the inside of my mouth with my tongue. There's not heaps of great options here, alright? I'm going to stick with the cock carousel. This does not reflect my personal feelings. This is the game, okay? She rides the cock carousel until she's too old to ride it. Then she settles down with a provider.
Does it mean you talk to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
She said she likes to ride the cock carousel very much. So fun.
He looks at you, spinning your arms, then leans on the corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
Give it to this motherfucker.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning she left.
Interesting.
I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Yes.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
So part of the mind fuck on the cock carousel.
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. It's what they ride until, like, 39.
You dickhead.
They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Yes, I got a drink.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
Success.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checked unlocked. Okay. We're still working on Highway Cop. Well, we got the volumetric shit compressor thought down.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happened. Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds.
Yes.
Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
I have a teeny weeny heart attack.
Oh yes, the chest pain and the dizziness. You've suffered long enough. Now it's time to drink.
Yeah.
There's a satisfying
Open the
pop as the
bottle.
cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
What will be the repercussions if I take that
Nothing.
shit though?
Some mental stuff.
Mental stuff.
Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Ox, take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective.
Yes.
Incredibly well done.
But I almost died from morale. But I have you heal here, so you could heal health. No health charges and no morale charges, so gotta be careful.
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie? Her
It's me.
eyes move up and down your person as though taking your measurements. Her attention is scientific.
Why, you are, officer. And have
Maybe
you
I am.
found anyone to be sweet to?
I don't know. Maybe I
You
have.
rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I'm very sorry I crashed into you
I'm
earlier.
perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
The cafeteria manager is a bad man, a man without honor or
What do
compassion.
you mean?
He was tormenting me with outrageous demands
He's
for
just
money.
on edge because of the lynching. Don't judge him too harshly. Anyway, I'm glad you weren't injured.
Sweetie needs money.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Maybe I should.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
This is not good. My morale's totally gone. Oh, they don't
I don't
deserve
dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district, but poverty does not make one a loser.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Mac Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Yeah, well, that sucked. I was trying to be careful, but I shouldn't have asked her for money at the low chance. I was always going to hurt my morale. Alright, so we're back chatting to the lady. I had a chat with Gart and got my alcohol and lost that morale, so I gotta be careful not to lose morale again. So I accidentally went down a different chat thing trying to get back to where I was, so I started the video again. So I told her I'm quite drunk. She's wondering if I know where I am. And now I'm in Revachol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Which I don't know shit
How
about.
would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city, speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Yeah, no, I remember it's 51 for sure.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
What? I got a
Her
green
relief is
pen.
palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Whoa. The leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. I'm gonna go with. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Extinct.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Yeah. It's like government. How come there's
Oh,
cops?
dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides,
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No.
Kitsuragi.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then
Get a
I don't
reality
know.
lowdown.
Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in...
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. What do you mean? He's just on edge because of the lynching. Don't judge him too harsh. Of course, dear.
I'm not gonna ask her for money. Not right now. I don't want to die again. Jump jams. Most able-bodied men. Oh, I had a thought there. Not much of one.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Okay, I need a bag.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything. Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, look, that's giving me 3 charges for my morale. Find that.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Magnesium's giving me 1. I don't have any more money to buy stuff. Oh, there we go.
A colourful display of the bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol. The beauty,
Take it
the
in.
truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong. You know.
What's pale?
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I
What will
mean,
it do to my
I already
body?
said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Any under-the-counter
No,
devices?
Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Alright, I can't afford anything else. But I'll come back to get smokes.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Yeah, what's that fashion police?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet you would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Ah, she might be able to help me with this reality thing.
Reality? You mean, what reality?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
No, yeah, I want physical
I
reality.
don't know. What about it?
Where
We're
are we?
in for it
On a larger
as
scale.
mankind or as a nation.
What will her essay prompt be?
Mankind.
In a good place. I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
What's the
When
revolution?
ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had
Yeah,
here?
it happened like 50 years ago or so.
You're doing
Sorry,
pretty
I'm
good.
not very good at this. At history, I mean. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I don't know. Look at the
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't
Times
work.
123.
Cool. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really.
Not really.
No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I only got 50 cents left, but I got these morale things, so that's good. We'll do risky chat options. Money.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white. The colors of the Stars Ryko.
Let me guess what happened, Kim. Red, blue, and white are the colours of Zimp. Someone painted it, got him mad, boom, murder happened.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires.
Oh.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. 4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full.
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like these before actually examining the body. But my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
The body, this could be his car.
Yes, detective? You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What did this king do?
What did he do?
Oh,
You have no
fail.
idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many
Come
centuries ago?
on.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Bullet?
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well,
What do you think?
Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke?
No, I
Target
can connect it
practice.
to the
If
murder.
we connect every bullet hole in Martinez to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. But then again, we don't really know what we are dealing with here, so... I've made a note. Don't hold your breath.
The king stands high above you. Survey. Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels.
I knew it wasn't the alcohol.
Yeah, the other things. Long live the other things. Made you strong as an ox, they have. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
Maggot sideways.
Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've
I need
probably
to
had
become
2 heart attacks
magnesium
and a minor
based
stroke already.
life form.
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. Just remember, it's not the alcohol. Buy more of that too. Alcohol is not the problem. And
Okay.
it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine,
No, not the alpha.
nor smoking for
No,
40
not the
years.
smoking.
It's the lack of magnesium and excess of coffee. You should stop drinking coffee. It wreaks havoc on your gastrointestinal system.
Magnesium. Got it, mate.
Hobocop.
Hobocop. Plot completed.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Okay, Hobocop. Bonus. So reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear, so pick up bottles, get cash. And learning cap for shivers. Which I don't quite understand, but that's cool. And look, we got a new thought. So that one's done. Magnesium based life form. Generally understood that human beings are carbon based. But sometimes these structures take the edge off by consuming amphetamines. It's important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tried it, mag it down. Mag time, liver damage, maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything, you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Fuck off.